Hey guys, only 4 announcements this week. First is if you are a senior or not returning to Fairgrove next year for any reason, and you have a school-owned instrument, please be prepared to turn that back in. I know the school is going to be trying to do a day where you guys can turn in like textbooks and other school-owned resources and potentially also collect stuff from your locker the same day. I know you'll get to do that eventually. I just don't know if it'll be the same day. Either way, whenever those days or that day happens, I'm going to hopefully be able to do it to where you can drop off school-owned instruments that day as well. I do have record of who has a school-owned instrument and who doesn't. So just be aware, if you have a school-owned instrument and you don't come to Fairgrove next year, whether it's because you're graduating or maybe you're moving or whatever, make sure you get that back to me. So that's announcement number 1. Announcement number 2 is along the same lines. If you are not doing band next year and you would like to donate your concert attire back to the program, it would be much appreciated. Similarly, we will hopefully be able to turn that in when you guys turn in other school resources. There's no pressure to, but if you don't foresee yourself wearing it ever again, donating it would be amazing, because then if it fits a future, band kid or choir kid, that's one less person we have to order and wait on shipping for. And for both of those, for school-owned instruments and concert attire, if you're not doing band next year, but you're coming to Fairgrove, I'm fine if you want to wait until school starts and just bring it by the band room. So if you'll be at school, you just won't be in band, that's okay. But this is more specifically like if you're not going to be at Fairgrove next year, we're going to need to take care of the instruments this year, and then you would also presumably turn in your concert attire as well if you wanted to. So school and instruments, concert attire. Third thing, if you are not doing band next year and you have my hair right now, oh boy, and you have not told me, no matter what grade you're in, please let me know as soon as you can. I know some of the high school kids or some of the 8th graders who are going to be in high school have already talked to me about not doing band next year, and that's pretty normal for older kids to talk to me first. But if you're a middle schooler who will be in middle school band or who would be in middle school band next year and you don't think you're going to do band, please let me know sooner rather than later. You can email me or message me on Google Classroom if you're one of the classes that has that. Have your parents email me. I'm not going to be upset or mad. I just need to know. It's the time of year where I start picking music and pulling ideas for the future. And knowing my numbers and my instrumentation helps with that, because what if I pull a piece that has 3 trumpet parts, but then I lose all but 1 trumpet player? Well, now I have to pick new music. You see what I mean? So no matter what grade you're going to be in, if you're quitting band next year and you haven't let me know, please let me know. If you've told me that you're thinking about it, please tell me a for sure answer, especially if if you would be in high school band next year. There are some of you who are like, I don't know if I'm going to do band or not. And I hope you decided to stay, but no matter which way you decided to go, let me know. Tell me hey, I'm going to stick around, or I think it's been enough for me. Because especially with the high school band, I can't have drill written for marching band until I know our numbers and instrumentation. And I need to get that started before band camp. So please communicate with me if you're not going to do band next year. I hope you all stay, but I understand if you don't. And then final announcement is if anyone is in touch with anyone who's in 5th grade, and you wanted to kind of help out with marketing for band, I would really appreciate it. Normally I'd be pushing super hard right now with my 5th graders about joining band, and we would be performing for them, and I would be trying to get them to come in and, do instrument fittings and sign up for beginning band. And of course I can't do that since I'm not there and they're not there. I don't even know the kids in that I would have had 4th quarter. I only had 3 quarters of the kids this year. So the more you guys can help, the better. At the end of the day, it's cooler when it comes from you guys anyways. So if you guys know any 5th graders or a family with a 5th grader, just maybe mention hey, are you going to do band next year? It's super fun. You should. Unless you don't think band is super fun, in which case don't talk to them. Just kidding. But please do help me market for band. I'm trying to electronically, but that is of course not the same thing as hearing it from someone in person or hearing it from someone that you actually know. So 4 announcements: school-owned instruments, concert attire. Let me know if you're not doing band, and maybe help me marketing with 5th graders if you know them. Bye.